Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Send the Hook TV. I'm your host Dylan. Today we're going to give you an episode on understanding the bass. Mainly largemouth and smallmouth bass is what we have up here in Ontario. A lot of people ask me, how do you catch them? Where are they? And I got to explain to them ambush points, stuff like that, how the bass operates and ambushing and all that stuff. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of a crash course on how the bass operates. You know the saying, you want to be a wolf, you want to catch the wolf, you got to be the wolf type thing. Similar to that. So we're going to give you some visual aids here. I'm going to do the best I can to illustrate. I'm sorry, I'm not good at drawing. Best I can. Like I said, I don't know, high school art, they don't really teach you much. They passed you just because you tried, just because they showed up. So do the best I can. So first thing we're going to do is the bass. They are ambush predators, which means they like to sit in one spot, wait for the prey to swim by unknowingly, and then they pounce or strike is what we're going for on their prey. A lot of key points for largemouth bass. Largemouth bass, you'll find them a lot in vegetation, weeds, lily pads, stuff like that. Smallmouth bass are the opposite. They like to be near the rocky shoals, but somewhat near weeds. Again, both smallmouth and largemouth bass are ambush predators. So again, smallmouth bass, even though they like to be near rocky shoals is where you mostly find them, you will see them on the edge transitions from where reeds go into rocks a lot of times. That's where I catch a majority of my smallmouth bass. You will see smallmouth cruise in the shallows and the shorelines when it's all rocks. However, they do look for their ambush points. So the largemouth bass, easiest way to explain it, they're ambush predators. Both bass, they have what they call a lateral line. If you guys haven't heard of it, think of a shark. How some people say they can sense electrical fields in the water. They have nerves in their nose, goes all the way down their body, and they can sense vibrations and stuff like that in the water. Bass have that exact same thing. Okay, for them, they have the exact same thing. It comes on their faces, comes down their face, all the way down their side. It's called a lateral line. It senses and feels a vibration similar to our touch. You're in a room, someone in the room next to you or a couple rooms down drops a heavy bend, you feel the vibration on your feet. That's exactly what the bass are doing. They will sit there in their ambush points. Largemouth, they'll sit there in the weeds or in their lily pads. They'll sit there and wait, just kind of flutter around, breathing. They will use their lateral line when they feel prey swimming by. You know, it could be crayfish, could be little minnow shads, bluegills, or they could be looking up top in their lily pads waiting for frogs to start skipping across. They're using their lateral line to feel vibrations in the water for any irregularities, and then that's when they go investigate and go to strike. So for a better visual aid, this is my attempt of a largemouth bass or any type of bass. I am sorry, not that good. I actually thought it was pretty good for me. Basically, I would have done a circle with the tail. So again, you have the bass, you have the gill plate, this nerve. The lateral line it starts all over the face. Usually there's one coming up, one from the bottom, and it just comes all the way down the body. And this whole thing senses vibration. Again, when they're swimming, they can feel anything. Best way on how to catch bass with that is generally, that's why if you notice a lot of Rapalas, a lot of flipping jigs, stuff like that, they have rattles in them. This is to use this for the bass for our advantage to catch them. So Rapalas, crankbaits like this, you can hear the rattle. So again, you pitch this out, you bring it in, it's rattling, coming down through the water, through the weeds, depending on what type of crankbait you're using. The bass, they're going to feel this vibration on their lateral line, they're going to go investigate. And then they see, once they feel it, they will go. When they visually see the bait, that's when they go in for the strike. Again, largemouth bass in the weeds, I have a basic flipping jig here. It has a rattle in it. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Same thing, when I pitch this in, I'll be flipping in the weeds, lily pads, comes through. Every time I give it a flick up in the weeds, it's making a rattle. The bass is going to hear that, and sometimes either if you get close, bass will sit still, bring the jig closer and closer till finally they strike, fish on. Or if I'm the jig head right here, you can actually see that when it hits the bottom, it actually makes some sound. Again, football jigs have a bigger head. When those lead heads or whatever heads they're made of hit structures, rocks, logs, stuff like that. Again, it's making noise, vibrations in the water. Bass's lateral line, they will pick that up and they will keen in on it. So is the Bass's lateral line. Alright guys, so what we're going to talk about next is ambush points regarding lily pads and the grass mats. Here's my illustration. Yes, they passed me in art class, I don't know why, but I will not quit my day job because I work nights anyway. So, illustration what we got here is we got a grass mat or lily pads. We're going to use lily pads today. Got the stems, got the fish. So when you look at a set of lily pads, you're always going to see holes in them. They're never perfect. Nature's never perfect. See a set of lily pads, you see holes. Most guys flip into them. You know, they put the Texas rig, minnow shads, worms, stuff like that, creature baits, whatever. A lot of guys will throw out flipping jigs. Me, I frog fish. I'm a big topwater fisherman. One of my strengths when I see lily pads, I go to the weedless frog. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I throw the weedless frog. So you see a bunch of lily pads, you see holes in the lily pads, this is what's going to happen. I cast out my frog, I bring it on these pads going and going. When I see a hole in the lily pads, probably for one of my next videos, I'll talk about how to frog fish. Again, you want to skip that frog into that hole because these fish, they are sitting underneath those lily pads. They are using their lateral lines, waiting for this exact thing to happen. They are waiting for frogs to come. They have direct sight in this hole. They are sitting on both sides of the holes. They are waiting for prey to either swim into the hole, swim out, fall in, etc. This is what they're doing. You bring your frog in, it sits here, you bring it in the hole, you let it sit for a second. These fish, they are using their lateral lines. They feel that vibration of that frog coming in. And then when they see that frog dip in the hole, they are going to strike. And you will get a fish on. So this is what I mean by ambush points. They will sit and wait and for their exact opportunity, and then when the frog or prey comes into the hole, they strike. That is how they are an ambush predator. So again guys, thanks for tuning in for an episode of Setting the Hook TV, and I will gladly answer any comments that you guys have. You guys want to see any videos, any topics, stuff like that, definitely message me on YouTube. I can definitely do requests. I've been doing a few of those already. And thanks, and good luck out there.